So we get to the halcyon days of high school. When I was starting out, the popular theory said it was their mom and dad that screwed a person up. But if you really want to screw someone up, I say, send them to high school. You probably spend more time talking than studying at school. Lots of study groups, right? Okay, let's move on. I'm going to throw out some words. Nod when they fit how you were at school. Shake your head if they don't. Ready? Jock. Next, slut. Drunk. Virgin. Bully. And slacker. Okay, let's take a different tack. On the table, I've laid out a blank timetable and some cards with lessons on them. Pick out the lessons to show me your perfect school day. Don't leave any empty. There are only 4 periods, and I've allocated a very generous lunch.
So actually, when I was in high school, we only had 4 periods, and I think creative writing would probably be my most, favorite. And then I do enjoy science, too. And theater, of course, I like acting, and probably literature. The rest of it can all go to hell, I guess.
Done? Nice. If that was all there was to it, it would have been a breeze, wouldn't it? Come on, let's talk more about the bad stuff that happened at school.
So, just like in Silent Hill 1, we have reached the school segment, although the school segment of Silent Hill 1 was much scarier and darker and stranger than this one is, but, you know, it's a reimagining, it's a retooling, it's new. This door's locked.
Gonna need a key.
Thanks, Harry. Thank you. There are no broken locks in this game. That's one thing I do enjoy about it. I think that's something that the designers mentioned when they made it. They were not going to have a bunch of broken locked doors. Very intense puzzle right here. Hold your breath that I get it right. I got the key. Go me. That was very difficult. So this area is kind of like big, open, and empty, I guess. But like I said before, there's no element of fear. There's nothing to be afraid of, even in the dark. There's nothing to be afraid of. Here's this locker. There's literally nothing in here. I mean, there's stuff in here, but it's not. There's nothing to do with it. There's a dead rat or something, I don't know. I closed it because, it says close after use. Not that I used anything. Also, there's some interesting items, like, that bong, which Harry does not comment on. I don't know if, guess Harry maybe doesn't smoke weed. Doesn't want us to know he smokes weed, I'm not sure. And,
Number 3 every time.
Really, Harry? You big lech. Oh, and then this is probably my favorite phone call in the game. Gonna give it a call.
This is a voicemail. I've changed my number, so I don't have to listen to you losers anymore. You think it's funny. It's not. Oh, whoever it was that spoke to my mom, screw you! You sick bastards!
Awkward. Yeah, I guess that girl's been getting a lot of fucked up phone calls. Oh, static. Let's run at the static. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's loud. Great. We're not in the right spot. Don't risk your young lives. Autoerotic asphyxiation is not... Say space monkey? Funky chicken? What the fuck does it say behind my thing? Yeah, it does say funky chicken. Okay. That's a dance for those of you who don't know. Don't do it though, because it's weird.
I'm looking for the gym.
That little red line on the map's kind of interesting, I don't know. But there's big piles of snow. That place is called Delilah's, which is a reference to a something or other. Now, there's a bunch of branching paths at this part, so I'm actually going to take all of the ones that I can at one time. This one's actually avoidable, this first part, but there are mementos here, and I do want to show it off because I think it's really interesting. I think I mentioned before that there's a lot of family references in all of the mementos and the locations. And this one, the cat house, which the sign does change. Depending. Also, I'm going to give this number a call real quick.
Hi, this is a cat house. Gentlemen, do we have some nasty females for you? They're caged and in heat. Yours to do with as you want. 45 minutes with one of our cats is $200. For $300, she's yours for 1.5 hours. Your money assures her obedience.
There is no one in Silent Hill, there is no one around, and yet there's still a brothel. There's a brothel in Silent Hill. Being a hooker is legal here. Being a butterfly hooker is what is legal here for some reason. This is very hard to see, but I'm going to take a picture of this right here, because it's going to be a really interesting story.
Sorry, I hit you. I guess I was just mad at myself. You look so much like my daughter. Just put the wig back on and let's go upstairs.
Hiring a hooker that looks like your daughter. That is pretty fucked up. But that story is called Pigtails. Here's another memento. Suffocated forever, which is kind of disturbing, but it reminds me of Jurassic Park. Because when does Amber not remind me of Jurassic Park? I don't even know what, like, if Amber is used in anything else. So yeah, that whole part is completely entirely optional. You can just choose to go up into this place. You can go from the bottom into the Alice in Wonderland themed burger joint, which fucking again. Gotta find it. Walked away. Well, let's just get this while we're here. That's usually where I keep my perfect plastic girl, my Barbie. Usually keep them in the fridge, so they're cold as ice, like playing with dead people. Don't get me wrong, that one's a little scary. So another choking game related message. Choking game's disturbing.
Place doesn't look clean.
I like little notes like that. Maybe it's just me. I think it fleshes Harry out as a character. So here we are back now. We're in front of the school again. I don't know if we had to do any of that, honestly. I'm not going to call that number because it's just there's no point. More static. Let's walk at it.
You got all your books? Your lunch? Good. How come you changed your hair? The other girls tell you to do your hair like that? I thought you looked great with pigtails. Okay, honey. You have a nice day.
Looks like Cheryl.
So, the Pigtails saga, kind of freaky, kind of weird. Probably the weirdest one of the stories, I think. Even worse than the choking game so far. And then Harry looks at Annie and sees Cheryl, and I don't know, lots of fucked up daddy issues in this game. Really not surprising, though. If you know the plot of the first game, it's pretty similar. I mean, Harry's looking for his daughter. But there's nothing surreal really happening yet. No. Oh, here's an item. I like little hooks like that. And it's Heavenly Protection, which is a medallion of somebody, Saint Christopher, or I'm protected. I don't know. I don't know anything about saints, I'm sorry. I don't think there's anything else in this room. Oh, yes, there is. Do you see the static?
Oh, yeah.
So, I did say this is not really a scary game, but it's definitely a fucked up one. I don't remember where this is coming from, but I'm obviously walking away from it. Let's just look over here at this. This is I think this is a lab. And this photo on this sometimes changes, although it can be something else, but why did God create mosquitoes? That is a question I ask myself all the time. Why would God make mosquitoes? Why did God make diarrhea? I think it was to test us, but I think that you could have done better than Sharts to test me. God. We're gonna go actually find the static now.
I'm questioning.
Thanks, Harry. Oh, it was the bench where I was standing. Another story called Frigid. We've already... I mean, the stories have, like, nothing to do with each other, and there's nothing to solve. You just walk up to things and you get more of the story. This part is kind of branching here. I guess you can go certain ways, or you could skip other things, and that door is covered by snow, which for some reason Harry can't get past. I think that was cheering. Aw, how sweet. He's asking her out to go to the prom. So yeah, I think someone mentioned in the comments something about how in Silent Hill Shattered Memories, there's a bike. As opposed to in the other Silent Hill games where static is for running away from, you are actually running towards the static in Shattered Memories, which I think is a... Well, I guess sometimes those shadow things are scary, and sometimes you just completely and utterly miss everything that you're supposed to be scared by.
Chemistry.
Harry's a big nerd. Look at him. He likes chemistry. He cares about his daughter. That's super nerdy stuff. And then there's blood all over the place in here. This section's pretty cool. A Frigid Jewel, which I don't know if that has to do anything with the story Frigid, but it's a ring. A lot of these mementos are rings. Not sure what that symbolizes, although this right here, dissection equals resurrection, reminds me a lot of the end of Silent Hill 1. And actually of all of the, well, not 2, but of both Silent Hill 1 and 3. Because, like, 2, again, doesn't really have to do much with either. You can go either way. I like the planetarium one. Although I don't quite exactly remember how to do this puzzle. So it will be a fun experience for all of us to figure out what the fuck I'm doing. So there's something in here. And I need to find where it is. There's a thing. And there's stuff. No, this one is before. It's kind of obnoxious trying to figure out, because I'm gonna probably end up walking around in circles for a minute before I find where this is, because you have to be in the exact right spot, and I can't see anything because of the flickering. So getting closer, getting closer. Oh, come on. There we go. Flying papers. Ooh.
So now, as we move across the sky, we see another familiar face. This will be Earth Minor, or as we like to call him, Little Bear.
What's so funny? Can't you horny little animals save this kind of thing for after class?
People getting busy. This, yeah, so you could turn the projector on, and I don't know, for those of you who ever have actually been in a planetarium before, there are stars on this, and you can rotate them, so it's like a map of the sky. And we're looking for something. Just gonna rotate it around. I think I'm looking for the Big Dipper. There we go. There it is right there, with the North Star being the brightest. Little education for those of you who don't know anything about astrology. Well, actually astronomy. Astrology is something completely different. So now we have a phone number. Hey Mandy, be my little bear. Ooh, that's kind of nasty.